We got a car stolen.
Hello, it has been a very long time. It's been 2 months.
Is it really?
Yeah.
2 months.
It's been 2 months.
We have lives other than the RV, okay?
Yeah, some updates. You know, that's last video we mentioned that Seth went back to work full time, and now I am also at a new job. So not back to work, but at a new job full time working from home. So we both work full time in addition to trying to renovate the RV. So our full-time RV jobs have been
Postponed.
Yeah, we're now part-time RV renovators. In addition to our jobs, one huge reason why we have really been lacking on the progress of the RV was because of the ceiling situation. You want to tell them about our previous ceiling situation?
Yes, so previous ceiling situation was the bead board, and I think there's in the video where we compounded in the gaps, where we made terrible cuts, and we sanded it down, and it was just too ugly. So we decided to do a tongue and groove, which you'll see in the video, in which she explains it a little bit more. And so we decided to do that, and you'll see in the video it looks a lot better than the bead board does, and we're really happy with it. So you'll see that whole process in the video.
Yeah, we're really happy with how it looks now. I couldn't wrap my brain around leaving it the way it was.
Yeah.
It was a lot of hard work, to be honest. It was a lot of sanding, a lot of compounding on top, sanding again. A lot of hard work to do that on the ceiling and lift your arms up constantly. The weight of gravity is working against you, and it just didn't look cosmetically up to our standards.
Not at all.
And we do plan on selling the rig after we are done with it. So we wanted to make sure that this was suitable. It looks suitable to other people as well. So yeah, so that's our update. Thanks for sticking with us. If you're watching this, we know it's been a long time, but make sure you hit that
subscribe button wherever she decides to point.
I think it's right here. I'm so bad.
You can put it wherever you want, right?
Maybe it's right here. I don't know.
It can be wherever.
Subscribe, stick with us. We only have 5 more weeks until our lease ends at the end of August, and so that means we have a lot of work to do, and we have a lot more videos to post.
It's true.
So stick with us.
Painting next.
Painting next week. Okay.
That's it.
Can we just do a goodbye? Just say goodbye. Wait, I'll wait till these people.
Hey, how's it going?
We're in the coffee shop over here. But anyways, thanks for watching. Next week will be... Can't decide if next week's video is either going to be painting or it might be our shower video.
Yeah, it could be both.
It could be both. Who knows?
Because the shower's almost done.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm standing where our parking spot is. I'm not sure if you've recognized from one episode when we were cutting out here, but we woke up and Seth looked out the window and looked at our spot and said, "Jasmine, where's your car?" I said, "Is it not in the parking spot?" And yeah, the assumption is that it was stolen. We are fortunate enough to not really need it on a daily basis. Seth bikes to work and I work from home right now, but it is a major bummer. So today we are going to cut and measure some tongue and groove planks that we got to put on top of the ceiling. So we are gonna do that and see how far we get into that to see if we have time today to actually install them up there. So cutting and measuring today, installation maybe today. This is the
actual ceiling.
tongue and groove planks we got for the ceilings.
Oh, you did.
Alright guys, so we have have rented the air compressor from Home Depot to hook up to the nail finisher so that we can attempt to put up these tongue and groove sidings on the ceiling. We had enough just for this kind of first half of the ceiling, just to see how it goes. We don't want to like measure and cut out all pieces, because there's some things that kind of rely on the progression of going backwards. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the change in the ceiling if this all goes successfully. So a couple of things. Here you can see we put up our first tongue and groove plank, and the second one we had to test out a couple of different ones because we found that a lot of them were distorted and warped, and so we had to work with that. Also, we had this AC, our air conditioner, in the middle of the rig in the front here, and so we had to measure specific angles and make sure that we can put up the planks flush without bumping into that aircon cover there in the center. You see all that sweat? And do you also peek our new ceiling so far? Okay, so we did basically enough to finish the aircon up there. So you will see on both nose points, right there we had it cut out sort of like a pointed angle, kind of like a triangle. And there are some gaps right there, but we'll worry about that later. We were wasting time trying to figure out how to cut it all in one piece. But it looks amazing compared to this. What do you think, babe?
Looks good. Yeah, it's ready.
Oh.
Get it done.
We need to go get a nice cool bite because it's 100 degrees, as you can see. So we're about to go get a smoothie.
Hey y'all, little update. What? Doesn't that look so much better than what it was before?
Yes, it does.
Sweaty. It's hot as hell in here. But yeah, so we're just gonna get done with like half the cab, and that'll go up until the end of this fan. But we've made a lot of good progress today. I'm just gonna extend, and then we're gonna do a time lapse so you can see more of our work.
You got a pen?
No, you're the one who keeps holding it. You don't ever put in your pocket. That's what pockets are for.
We've been using this jigsaw. It's kind of the first time we've really used it. And it's amazing for like weird angles. Spit, it's not even touching the board.
You good?
Uh-huh.
3.
Everything fits. Do you see how freaking handsome that ceiling is? It's almost as handsome as you. Going to pause. We have plans tomorrow to go to this swimming hole with my mom, who's never been, but we're hoping we can finish the other half tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon. It's the goal. It'll be a lot cooler by the time we get here, so.
Reason being, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Reason being because we rented this air compressor and we rented it for 24 hours. We're gonna extend it to 48 hours tomorrow, but we're hoping we can get it finished because we don't want to rent for a third day. But the cost add up, you know. So yeah, we are going to go cool off, probably take a shower and get a bite to eat.
Smoke a bowl.
Truth. Oh, we're back in the rig, finishing the second half of the ceiling, and as I was going through the footage from yesterday, I realized that we really didn't introduce a lot to you guys yesterday. So tongue and groove means that we have these grooves, very specific angled measures on both sides of a plank, and what's cool is that you can choose between 2 different options of how you want these tongue and groove planks to look like. So you can do sort of a flat version like this, where you can see a little gap in between. This is the option that we have chosen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can do the groove side, which basically looks kind of like a little V groove. I'm not sure if you can really tell the difference between the two. The other side looked more flat. This one, there's like an angled V with the groove. So if you remember from way back when, Seth and I stained these trim pieces, and originally the reason why we even decided to do sort of any trim was because we have some like wiring issues that I had to brainstorm around to figure out how to hide wires that are outside of the walls. So you will see in a later video in the future us showing how we hide the wires. We basically makeshift a DIY conduit using these trim pieces on the outside, but they also turned out to be really beneficial for helping us support the ceiling, the original white beadboard ceiling. Some places where this really holds the ceiling, like if you can see that piece in the back that is hanging, we need to install a piece of this trim basically like on that side right there and push it up so that the ceiling will be pushed up. I know it sounds really janky. It's not the cleanest job, but it's our first time doing this and it works for us. We needed extra support. We had already built the framing up there. There's nothing we could do, and this worked out. Hi, Seth.
Hey. I'm not much of the talker, I'm much of the doer.
That's very true. Sorry you have to hear my voice all the time. We didn't know we were going to redo the ceiling. If that were the case, we wouldn't have started on the shower, because what's happening is we had to make these really weird cuts because of like the post and the dip back here. It's really hard to fit pieces up here, so we're just trying our best. But I did have to cut a really weird looking piece like this. This is the notch for this board, and then I had to like angle it to fit into the shower. Unfortunately, this was so weird of a cut, we did have to leave our first gap here, but we're gonna have a shower rod here, so I think we're hoping that'll distract away from that side. And Seth just mentioned a good point, like if we really wanted to redo that piece, it's not a hard thing to do later down the road.
Ah! We're almost done. I'm just being a little bia.
He said it. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So we finished most of it. We simply stopped because we ran out of tongue and groove planks. I forgot that I didn't order enough for the whole cab, and I didn't like anticipate ordering more. Like that just totally slipped my mind. So
we'll also explain to them we maybe could have, but
oh yeah, they're like all of these boards right here.
You could tell.
It's like
warped.
6 of them. They're like extremely warped. They wouldn't have been flush in the ceiling anyways. So we're gonna go return those. I'm gonna go fight to exchange them for straight ones. So we'll inspect the next ones a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, see.
It is almost done. The ceiling, it took 2 months.
Third day of officially working on our second attempt at the ceiling, and we're starting on the back.
So on the back, and then we're gonna do the overcab. Or the overcab. That's what it's
Overcab
called.
area, and then also the restroom in there, which is a very small area. And it is very hot today. I'm melting. Okay, we mentioned this the other day, but this is that weird part of the ceiling. The framing actually fell down. It was resting on top of this wall for the toilet room, but it fell down. We can't get it up, so we're gonna cut that little piece off and try and support it with a piece of trim like that. Go for it. I'm a genius. Can you put that over there? Swing it against your...
Huh? I guess again?
Dude, well, that was so hard. So hard to put down. My life has changed. Yeah, I wanted to film this spot specifically.
Go Cubs.
Because we had some very awkward angles here. And who did it? Who runs the world? I did it.
Corporations and
I did
leaders.
But I did this. And that's the last of our funky cuts. Now we have this small section left, and we're done with basically the body of the cab. Bathroom will be a breeze.
Do what that Australian guy did. Just lay down and do it.
Last piece. Seth has been out here working from basically 3 o'clock, and it is now past 8. Basically 5 hours of labor.
Working my second part-time job.
That's right.
That doesn't pay me anything.
You will have lots of fruitful rewards.
Yeah. Cheaper rent.
And valuable experience.
And memories.
Yeah. Lots of great memories. The reason why he's putting up this as our last piece is because we actually ran out of pieces. So we need to go back and probably buy, I don't know, maybe like
4?
5?
5?
Oh, yeah. So let's show you what we got done. Yes, 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 yes. Even got over here. And that's a wrap. We only have 5 more weeks until our lease ends at the end of August, and so that means we have a lot of work to do and we have a lot more videos to post.
It's true.
So stick with us.
Painting next.
Painting next week. We're in the coffee shop over here. But anyways, thanks for watching. Next week will be... Can't decide if next week's video is either going to be painting or it might be our shower video.
Yeah, it could be both.
It could be both, who knows?
Because the shower's almost done.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.